Okay, well, we've got more activities, more severe weather going on, and we're back again because a severe thunderstorm is absolutely pounding the Houston area right now. We got over 785 lightning strikes in this whole complex of storms here. It's bad enough to dealing with all this heat, but now we got all these storms that just seem to have just popped up in Texas just after I finished my weather update. So we've got to go and look at it again. And this is what Texas is going through right now. Uh, Quite a storm here going on here in. Let me make this a little larger here. This is quite a storm. This is the ABC 13 Houston camera. And you can see the lightning is just flashing nonstop. But I'm actually going to take this. Oh, look at that! Just hit the building. Oh man, that's crazy. These storms are nuts. It's like 800 lightning strikes. I actually saw the power go out for a moment. There's some pretty strong straight line winds too. You can see it's just non-stop lightning in Houston right now. Houston's getting pounded by a really severe thunderstorm right now going on. And if we look at this on the radar, I'll show you here the radar. You can see these storms are actually bowing a little bit. And there is a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for these. Also looks like there's some hail in this one too. So not surprising. And unfortunately, the radar, the AccuWeather radar, because it was missing a lot of these storms for whatever reason, it wasn't updating. So we have a lot of power outages still in Texas, by the way. 342,000. These storms going to knock out more power. 79,000 in Oklahoma. So this storm is pretty bad. So let me just back this up a little bit. Show you the wind as we were coming in about 5 minutes ago when the storm kind of came in. You'll see the power go out and flicker. You can see how this camera is shaking from the high winds. So this storm had a pretty strong straight line winds here. You could see. This is a little bit earlier. Again, this is about 10 minutes ago. But watch the power go out here. You'll see as the rain comes in, the power is going to go out. You can see all the lightning just, yep, there it goes. See that transformer there that just went out? Knocked out the power there, right over there. It could have been I guess this is a transmission line that had a problem, but it seems like even the transmission system is failing here. I would think everything in a city like this is underground except for some of the transmission lines. But you can see all the street lights got knocked out from that power blink there. Here come the lights back again. But there were numerous power blinks going on there in Houston. Just crazy in the city to have the storm knock out the power. Those winds must have been pretty. Power came back on, though, luckily. But you got to remember, the power grid in Texas is under a lot of strain right now because of these storms. And so you can see the camera shaking like crazy. So I'm kind of curious about some of these wind reports that we can get. So I'm going to have to pull up the weather and hazards map and see here what kind of wind reports we got with these storms. These storms are nuts. Absolutely nuts, these storms are. Really just crazy. And you can see the rain moving in. Just constant lightning. The lightning is just like nonstop. It's crazy. And again, you got these strong winds coming in, very heavy rain with these storms here in Houston. And it's not going to bring any relief to the heat at all. It's only going to make the humidity higher. You can see there. So really just yep, there's another power flash right there. That's another one right there off to the side there. So, yeah, it's really bad over there in Texas right now. I'm going to make this back to the live here. The storm's starting to wind down a little bit, but wow, what a storm that is, I'll tell you. And they have some other cameras, too, we can look at as well. So let's go. Let's look at Galveston. I think they have a Galveston one. Actually, they have a couple of Houston cameras here. Let's look at Galveston as well. Let's see. I don't think it hit Galveston yet. Hasn't hit them yet, but it will. It will. It will. And then let's see. We also have that's the Houston. There was another Houston camera too over here. Another look at the storm. So we'll look at it again as it was rolling in. I mean, the lightning is just incredible with this thing. You know. Oh my gosh. It's crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy. Oh man, it's just nonstop. So I'm going to put the links to these streams, so if you want to see it for yourself, in the description below here. These storms mean business. Let me tell you, they mean business. Let's take a look at this thing was rolling in again. You can see, look at how you see some of the power flashes here that were occurring. This is looking in a different direction here. Yep, you can see it right. Actually, we got to go back a little bit more. You can see the storm as it was coming in. There's just so much lightning. It's really just insane. This is something we're seeing more and more of now is strobe lightning. This is, this is similar to what you call Catatumbo lightning that used to only occur in one particular area of the world called Catatumbo lightning. I think it's in South America. I think it's in Colombia. But now it seems like it's occurring more and more, this Catatumbo style lightning as we enter a warmer world. You can see that which looks like a shelf cloud there. See that power flash. Yeah, here comes the wind again. Just nuts. Nuts. So these storms mean business. I'll tell you, they mean business. And so we do have, again, severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Houston. Houston is about to get hammered by the severe thunderstorm. But let's click away from this for a moment and go to some weather maps here. All right, so again, this is the radar here from Houston here. And again, you have this line of thunderstorms. It doesn't even look that bad on the radar, but when you look at all the lightning being produced by these storms, it's another story entirely. It looks like we got some really going nuts. I mean, we're at 863 strikes a minute just in this whole complex of storms alone right here. These storms, at least, looks like these have quieted down a little bit off the Florida Panhandle, but these are just going nuts right now. And then we have a lot of lightning also to the east of Lubbock, another storm there. And also east of Denver, we have some storms as well in Colorado, but they're not nearly as bad as these are. These are just, I mean, if I pull this out, we're almost over 1,000 strikes a minute here with lightning. It's absolutely nuts, and I'm sure the power is starting to go out in a lot of these areas. I'm sure that number has gone up now in Texas. 423,000, it has gone up since we started. So it seems like, yep, Montgomery County, we have 90,000 now out. Harris County, oh my God, in Harris County we have 219,000 people without power right now. That's where Houston is. Crazy stuff going on. And if we look at the wind, let's go and get the observation from there. I don't know what I did with the radar. Here's the radar. Okay, so let's go to the weather service here and see if we can get some wind observations here out of this site. They're obviously reporting a thunderstorm, but I don't see a wind gust here. Let's pull up the weather and hazards map, and we'll see what we have out of Houston right now as far as observations go, because those winds looked pretty damn strong to me. We'll wait for that to load. Meanwhile, we can go over here in EarthCam and see if we can get some more cameras out of Texas, perhaps, of these storms. They might have one from Houston. They have one from San Antonio, where we know that there's another storm near there. I don't know if we're going to be able to see anything. Nope, that's not working. All right, this is loaded. So we see all the severe thunderstorm warnings that are out over here, and let's get some observations here. Let's see if we can get some of these wind gusts in here. Oh, this one has a 45-mile-an-hour wind gust. This is Hooks Memorial Airport, so they got a 45-mile-an-hour wind gust with that storm. Let's see. So you can see how fast the temperature went down. But look at how high the dew point was. 91 with a dew point of nearly 80 degrees. And then when the storm moved through, it dropped to 73. Gust of 45 miles an hour. So look at this, 63-mile-an-hour wind gust reported at 8:53 p.m. Central at Houston. So that's your storm right there, 63-mile-an-hour wind gust with that storm. So those are the kind of winds that we're dealing with, and that's going to cause a lot of power outages. I don't know what the electric company is in Houston. Oh, look at this, 97-mile-an-hour wind gust at Houston Intercontinental Airport. 97. You see it on the screen right there, folks. 97. Northwest at 47, gusting to 97. That is crazy. That's a lot. This line just exploded. I mean, just as I was finishing the weather update, this line just exploded over Houston. Look at that. I mean, that's insane. So these are the kind of winds you're dealing with, and no wonder why you're seeing the power going out. So that's the kind of crazy weather you're dealing with in Texas right now. So I figured I'd update you on that. And it's just going to be another more and more people without power tonight, unfortunately, in Texas. And if I have any more, I'll make another video. But other than that, have a good night.